To make the flower hexagon pincushion, you start with 8 hexagons. I've got 2 for the centers of my flowers and 6 of them for the outside of my flowers. Start with the yellow, and we're going to sew these together like this. We'll sew each of these pieces to the center piece to start. I have all of my hexagons whip stitched to the center, you can see, but now the sides are kind of floppy. I want to sew these sides all together, but if I try to fold this in half, see how it doesn't work very well? Take the first paper out of only in the center. Carefully lift up your fabric and it just gently pulls out. Because we didn't use too much glue. If you've used too much glue, it's going to be much more difficult to do that. And because we pressed it, now it lays nice and flat. And I'm ready to now pick up here and stitch my sides together. I've ended my first side seam here. I've gotten to the end. You do want to knot it this time because you can't get to the other one. So I've pulled it tight and just take one little stitch, and then I do a double knot. So through your loop and then through the extra loop, and that should do a nice secure knot. Pull it tight and trim your threads and move on to the next side seam. And do that for all 6. I've now sewn the sides for each one of my blocks with the flower center. You can see that here. You can see that I've thread basted 2 of them and I glue basted the rest of them. And it really doesn't make a difference. They all, when you turn it over, it all looks the same. Just do whatever you prefer. Now what I'm going to do is we're going to take these and we're going to sew with the right sides together these sides together like this, like this. We're starting to form a ball. I've got another one here that I've already finished. Let me just pan out a little bit so you can kind of see how it kind of fluffs up a little bit. That's the way that this will end up being. These hexagons here will end up being folded in half. So we're going to sew those sides up next. Remember, we had it laid flat, and now I've sewn these other edges all the way around, and this is how it looks. We're ready to turn it right side out and add our last little center flower. But before we do that, there we go. Okay, we're ready to add the center flower on the other side. I like to use a little bit of wool batting. Wool batting has lanolin in it, so that when you use it as a pincushion and you put your needles in, it actually adds a little lanolin to help your needles stay sharp. Put 1 piece of the wool batting on the bottom and then fill it with some walnut shells. But before we do that, we're going to sew 3 of the sides to the top here. We want to remove the paper because it's too hard to manipulate it with the paper in it. Just gently open this, remove the paper, fold it back up. There we go. And then put it with right sides together. You can sew all 3 sides with the right sides together, and then the last 3 we'll have to sew with the top up. So let me get these 3 sides sewn together for you, and we can take it from there. Here I am about to sew the 3rd side on the top. You can see it gets a little wonky, but it's still manageable. You just have to fold and keep folding until you can kind of get the sides lined up. Because it is easier to do it from the wrong side and keep your stitches pretty than it is on the right side. So I try to do as many sides as I can from the wrong side. So you can see I've lined that up, and I'm now stitching across the 3rd side here. Okay, I've got 3 sides of the top of my flower all sewn together, and I've got this little flap here. And now what we want to do, I'm going to get my needle out of the way, but we're going to keep it. And we're ready to put some of the walnut shells in. I've got the wool batting on the bottom, and I've got a piece of wool batting to put on the top. Now here's my tip. Never just pour them in without having it in a bowl first, because they can have a tendency to get all over the place. Place your little pincushion in a bowl and then open your package of walnut shells. We don't want to overfill it, but we don't want it too loose either. Just pour your walnut shells in there. It looks a little full. I stop. Make sure that doesn't fall over. Kind of move them around a little bit. Add some more in here. Just a little bit more. Because remember, we're going to put that wool batting in. That'll fill up some of the extra space. Okay, I think that's pretty good. And then slip this piece of wool batting in. And the wool batting also helps so that the walnut shells don't come out if you've got a little bit of a loose spot in your stitching. Okay, there we go. Make it nice and even. Just kind of wiggle it around in there. And I can't believe, because I put it in a bowl, I actually didn't spill. Oh, there's a couple in there, but not very many. And now from the right side, you want to line up your folds on your hexies. Make sure the batting is stuffed in and hold it tightly. You can pin it if you want, but I find that it gets in the way, that it's really easier just to hold it. And I'm going to pull those other stitches really tight that I had there. And I'm going to go back in and stitch these last 3 sides. And I'll come back with the finished little flower hexie pincushion. And here's my finished little hexie flower pincushion, all finished and ready for some nice pins.